Welcome to the thriving empire of DasTactic. Actually, it's not thriving yet, but it should be soon. We're just building the next ship, which is the Catastrophe. Now, one thing I just, like in the last episode, I didn't know how to colour sails and things, but I now know how to do it. As soon as I stopped the recording, which is literally a few minutes ago, I'm recording back to back at the moment, I then found exactly where it was. So if we just go back into DasTactic, go back into design a ship, go and open the design. We'll just go to the bomber, for example, where I had sort of like just coloured things in through here. We'll just open this one up. And if we go to paint, I hadn't really painted the sails or anything like this. And I was trying to figure out how to paint this particular sail, and there was not much I could really do with it. But the way you do it is you go back to modules, and then you go and select like these sort of components, these special components. You can't do it with most things, but you can do it with special things. Like, for example, if I click on the large sail, we then end up having all of the colours down below. And so I can change the colours this way. So if I go back into the third arms colour, I then get to change that one, look at the paint job, and that's the way it sort of is starting to look. To do this other one through here, I can just go into paint mode anyway and just go into the third arms colour and just go and select, for example, that middle section. Go back to the second arms colour and then just go and place them on the outside edge or something like that. So that's sort of how, like, that's easy enough. But it was just I wasn't sure how to do these. These also, if I go back to modules, I can still do the same thing here. Okay, that's still got the colour. If I just go back across, come on, where's modules? Select that one through there, and I can then just go back and choose whatever I want from the bottom in here. So I can still do the same thing there, but that's actually how you then make these special sails that other colour. Anyway, I thought I'd just sort of start off by showing that's where that one actually was. So if you missed the last episode, at the very end of it, we did go back through filtering the text. Oh, sorry, not filtering the text. I showed that one a little bit, but this is quite cool to sort of have the sorts of things that you then sort of have access to in the game anyway, but we don't want filter text, was the overlays. And the important one really here was the horizontal drag, just to sort of try to get the speed down. So we did actually remove the speed of the ship in fact, I wonder if we got rid of that. If we ditch that one there, let's just see if we can actually make this a little bit faster. It's such a great game. So this one here, you can see that's now hitting it pretty hard. So if we go with a fast, like a more elongated, that's actually faster. And if we got it rid of it from here as well, press X. Yeah, that's actually really, really fast. Well, let's do that. And again, I can just go and select these, make them into those other colours. Doing it that way. All right, that's cool. And in that case, I'll save that design. That's going to be I'll call it the bomber. I'll still call it this one here. We're going to have to override the other bomber that we're actually just building at the moment. So I'll do that just to get the speed up a little bit. So it just gives us a little bit extra. So we'll leave there. And then if we go back in to design ship again, open the design, cannoneer, open. I've already got the sharp one there. I'll leave that one there, but if we just go to the overlays, it's mainly the front of this thing that's causing the drag. If I staggered it back, that would actually help it, but I don't think I really can. So I think I'll just leave it where it is. We'll just leave that one there. So horizontal drag. It's mainly the front here that's the problem. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Okay, so let's unpause the game and we'll just wait for all these things to be built. We're trying to build the Catastrophe. And I will actually go back in and then retrofit. Here we go, Diplomatic Offer, Defensive Pact from Blackspire. Yep, I'll take these things at this stage. And a Diplomatic Offer from Atabury. Wanting a truce. No, we're going to reject that. We do want to take over their territory. We're getting stronger and stronger, and they're going to get weaker and weaker. Now they've still got a fleet that is down there. Actually, they've now taken this one. We do need to take their locations. So we'll wait until we get the other ship. Now we've got the. I do want to retrofit this particular ship. This one here, we're not going to be worrying about this one at all. So we're just going to go and. could scrap it. Actually, we've done it. It's done its job. I might just do that because I do want to sort of keep these. These are going to be the more important ships that we end up having. So we'll wait until the catastrophe is built, and then we'll go after these other locations. It's sort of, I'm tempted to just go straight after Atabury anyway, actually, with this, with the Banshee. Let's go and add in our Captain Veron into the actual, into this particular Banshee ship. Now, if we move in yet, they're going to be getting their supply. And I do actually have, I did want to refit this one actually. Let's wait and just do the whole thing in one big go. So we're just going to go across. We're going to open up, the new design is going to be our Bomber 1. So open and then refit. So it's going to be now refitted. Okay, that's good. People are making friends. Diplomatic offer, so non-aggression pact with Gourmet. Okay, this thing's now coming back home by the looks of things. We have to be careful that we don't open things up. Now, they're going after Dagger Guild. Now, that's interesting. So the catastrophe is now ready. So they've come at the worst possible time for themselves. We'll select the hero now to be in charge of the catastrophe. We're going to be going up against their hero. But we'll send both ships in, the deplorable and the catastrophe, to then take this particular ship on. So we'll just move across. Now we can get there in 1 week and 1 day. They're going to get there in 2 weeks and 3 days. And here we go. We've now got the bomb ship as well. If we can destroy this ship now, this would be really, really cool. And we've got a good chance because they're coming into a location where we've got defences. Now, if we just go back in, actually, I'm going to be able to set it up anyway beforehand. We'll just keep it going. So we'll just go in, and that's now coming in at 6 days. Here we go. Combat. So we'll now set it up. It is actually just daylight. So it's just a daytime. I'm going to move this thing back in behind. Oh, they've actually got more here than what we thought. Okay, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to deal with this one. I'm going to use the deplorable there. So it's anticipating that we're going to lose that ship. We're going to move this ship back. Now they've got Lexus back on this other side. So what have they got in this one here? Cannons. They've got bigger cannons. It's a different sort of cannon. They can have tech that's more advanced than ours. The AI ships a little bit, not much, just a shade. Let's go and position this one sort of back over here somewhere. Not exactly sure what they've got there, so we'll just go and we'll fight manually. We'll start. And now we are attacking their ship. I'm going to go. We have to be a little bit careful if they start to, if this one, if they comes a bit too close. Now, things we can do with our commander. You can see through here we've got a couple of different things. We've actually got like a moment of terror, briefly prevent all enemy ships from receiving new commands. So we can actually make them slow down. So this is something where we could actually end up getting underneath this one, for example, and blowing it apart by using that command. And we also then have blinding glimmer, so confuse the eyesight of enemy gunners, reducing accuracy. Let's wait until we need to do these things. So they're the two different commands that Varian can then go and do. We also have the extra speed that he provides. So we've got the extra accuracy with everything, and we have negative 50% fleet command cooldown. So these we're going to be able to give cooldowns fairly quickly. Now they are firing shots at us, and I think what we'll do is we'll actually target this ship here. All right. They're coming in. Let's just move up. Okay, then we'll move back and just draw it in again. I'll move it until we can get right underneath it, and then we'll trigger this over here. Just go to outside view. We can then just get a bit of a feel for the damage that's being done. Now we're playing it at full speed at the moment. It's coming in close. Here we go. Let's. Now we're going after that one there. I better move this one back because we're now sending it up against the other ship. Okay, let's go and trigger this now as well. Moment of terror. So that's now been triggered. So this is where the heroes and villains thing kicks in. I'm going to now move this one underneath this ship. There we go. Now we've smashed that one. Let's move this one back. So that's good. So that one now is no longer an action. So we've actually been able to use his special commands to sort out that ship. And then I might just put this into quarter mode just so we can sort of see exactly what's happening. So we're still targeting this ship in through here, but it's we may be able to push it down to the down below. So if we just go and move above it, actually no, it won't be the best. Let's just stay where we are. I don't want to have those, what this thing will be doing to us. It'll sort of blow things apart. So we'll just go, now we're down to 20 crew in through this side. So this thing is taking a bit of damage, but it will be fine. I think it's nothing up through there. That's just a bit of fluff. Oh, that one did actually have other craft there as well. In the meantime, we are starting to put holes in this thing. Oh, look at this, look at this. Going up. This thing has now come off. Oh, here we go. Oh, you need to get out of there. You need to move right out of there. Because this thing's going to blow. Here she comes. I love this. God, it's so cool. The actual game itself, it is so damn good. So big explosion there, and that's blown its dust chamber right out. We need to get it out of the debris. Okay, let's now move this thing down. These things are still firing away. Down to 19 crew here. I think we're going to be okay. I think it's still got some lift. These guys are still doing okay. We've lost some of our rifling. Uh-oh. It's off one of our bomb ports at the top, I think. But the catastrophe is still doing very, very well. God, this is a good game. I'm going to move this one right back now. This thing's blowing itself apart. Go. So we're exposing a little bit more damage now done to their cannons in through here. It's a different sort of cannon. That's a higher tech cannon than what we've got. You can see they were popping holes in the side of our airship. We're still doing okay. We're failing here again. Poor old deplorable. Still, it did well. Yeah, here we go. We're smashing into it now. Gotta be careful. We are taking some damage. They're still active. We can still see that there's people on this particular ship, and Lexus is still there. Now we may be able to ram it into the ground. In fact, if we just go and move above it, and then we'll ram it using the base of our ship and just see how we go. Oh, actually it's catching fire already. Let's just do a bit of a ram and just sort of see how we go. It looks like it's trying to break away a little bit. Yep, so we are pushing it down. Let's now push it straight down into the ground. So our rifles can still fire at it. That fire we're going to need to move away from. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's move away. We're going to blow, that tank is going to blow up. Come on, come on, come on. So we're still connected to it. So we're now sort of locked in here a little bit. So that was a bit of a problem. Let's just ram back down again and see if we can actually push it down into the ground again. Not doing enough damage by the time it gets down there. Yeah, that's doing more damage to us. Let's just move out. Oh, that's good. We did actually do some damage to it at the base there. But we're still connected. We're still actually operational. This thing's on fire, so that is a problem. So we can start to now... It shouldn't be able to move much more. Are they still firing at us? Looks like this cannon is now... Oh no, they've still got rifles firing. But we do have the suspendium chamber inside as well, which is giving us our extra lift. Here we go. Fires are now breaking out everywhere. So they'll be struggling in a big way. It's going to make it difficult for them. We'll just keep that going. That's not really part of their ship. It's still operational back over there, but once this thing goes, we'll be okay. Didn't really need to use this blinding glimmer. How do we go back in here? Yeah, this thing's actually active, but can't really do anything. Actually, I will use this now. Stop it from being accurate. It's just got all those riflemen. God, this is good. I like to sort of see all the people that are actually impacted by this lack of accuracy. It sounds like this thing is now collapsing in a heap. Yeah, they still see that as a major threat because of the leader, the commander. It's actually in there. Now we're starting to lose ammunition here. We've got 33 ammunition. We're still actually okay over here as well though. And these fires have now really taken hold. Yep, it's now blowing up. This thing should collapse in a heap very, very soon. certainly blasted it to pieces. Now we're only doing pierce damage with this. If we did actually bring the bomber in, this is where the bomber would just finish these off in a matter of seconds, basically. With the blast damage, we do massive damage to it. Yeah, this thing is blowing itself apart here. We've done well, and I think this now opens up the enemy for attack. We're still smashing our way through here. It is pretty much done, that side there. Yes, we've used up the 2 special abilities that Varian has. One of the goals of the Heroes and Villains pack is for the actual commanders to, like, you start to feel their personality in the game, and I think the developers done a great job of this. Like, we don't know much about when gets a burst of speed. I think they use that at the start. I mean, this thing is just a burning hulk. I think I'll just go back to normal speed now, because it's now really over. I do love this quarter speed. To see what's going on. That's gone. So there's no more command there. We still have command over here. Now, fires are now breaking out. I wonder why there's no half speed. the main game has got half speed. Now their commander will then be out of action for a number of months, so I won't be able to do too much. Oh, there we go. We've got the dust chambers now sort of moving off. Victory, there we go. Yay! For the Empire. So everything survived. We did destroy the Duke and the Apnea as the 2 ships, so we'll just click on OK. We can actually have a look at things like, for example, the combat stats to see how many, like, you know, who fired what, you know, basically how they all went down through there. The various ships and also the White Lookout, the Great Fastness, etc., as to their accuracy. The deplorable accuracy was only 53%. Catastrophe was 68%, so nothing great. The accuracy of these of the White Lookout and the Great Fastness was actually fairly good. The Duke was 83% and 66% for the Apnea. So there we go. It's just interesting stuff. Let's just click on OK. So that was a big victory to us. That was a massive victory, and that's really great. I'll just pause there for a second. Now what we want to do is to go back. We do actually have repairs required for both ships. I can't repair at this location because we don't have a ship area, so let's move back, and we are still building up the other one. And I'm going to go and with the ships we now actually have in through this side, I'm going to go. So we're getting the Banshee is currently being fixed up. Actually, no, that one must have just come in. Just have a quick look at Dasburg. Yeah, Dasburg, we've now finished that one. We can grab an art gallery, but let's just go back in first of all to our ships. And we want to refit. So this one has come through. We need to go and refit and fix up this one through here. So we'll do a refit into the, and we'll open the design to the Cannoneer one. It's just, I think, got different colours and stuff. So we'll just do the refit there. It's only 72 to do the refit, and then we'll just check our. Okay, and then that one is now hardened crew. So this one, we've got a special crew ability now on this particular one. So this one is now like it's got special abilities. In fact, that was a bit quicker to do the refit than it was cheaper to do the refit. Award a medal on this ship. Okay, so we can actually award medals here. Let's go and do that. So we've got a level 1. We've got 5 available. We can edit the actual medal itself. So we'll go and do this. I haven't played with this before, actually, so I'm not exactly sure what this one actually does do. We'll go with the... where's our symbol? Our symbol is the chalice. Can't see it there. It is not showing up. Where am I missing it? I must have skimmed over it so many times. You guys are probably saying, it's right there. I am not seeing it at all. Oh, there it is. It was highlighted. It was actually a highlighted colour, if you can believe it. Okay, so we've got the different sorts of shapes. Let's make it this shape and through this side. So this will be. So this is going to give us like different abilities. So plus 10% accuracy, fire rate, repair speed, etc., etc. Minus 25% command cooldown. So minus 40. So this is really, really cool actually to get this one. So we'll place this one on this particular ship. So the Catastrophe is going to be ultimately going to be our flagship for a long period of time. We'll just keep on upgrading it as we go. So the different types. Let's just go with this type in through here, and we'll go with the go with red. Actually, no, go with that one on the outside, and then red on the inside. There we go. And the actual colour that will go through here, we'll make this into, well, that's a bronze. We'll just keep it bronze there. So we'll just go and save that one. So the copper chalice metal. Save. So award the medal. In she goes. So that is now a special ship. I haven't seen that before as well. I don't know if that comes in with the DLC or with the base game. I've got no idea with that one. Attached to a combat victory, Captain Jacob is available for recruitment. Who is Captain Jacob? He's 9 maintenance. Now, he only has pride. He gets extra pride from a combat victory, minus 20 from a combat defeat, minus 40 for submitting to another empire, minus 40 from paying tribute. He sounds good. He's going to be around for a long period of time as well. So let's go and hire him. He gives us another 30% fleet speed, 20% fleet fire rate, and minus 20% fleet command cooldown. So we'll go and we'll hire him as well. We'll put him into the Banshee to start with. So we'll throw him on there. Captain Jacob. So we now have 2 captains on the 2 ships that we're going to be sending down to Atabury. Now, we also need to repair the deplorable, but we now actually have these 2 ships. We've got full supply here. Now, one of the things, as we start to move further away, I should actually point out this with the supply system, we can go and build supply ships, and these are very, very useful as we start to move further away from home. Now, we've destroyed what they've got. I think that we're going to be okay. Let's just get a supply ship anyway. We'll just queue it up. And so we're down to 159. Let's go and grab our fleet, and we'll move our fleet across down into Atabury itself. So this will be the capital, and then we'll go after Marshvale after this. And we've got it paused, so everything is good. Reinforced hulls are still 9 months away. Now, it will ask how much supply it actually wants. So, Dasburg versus Atabury, I have enough to get back home, basically, is the default. So, Atabury is desperate for peace. You can demand Okut in exchange. Nope, we don't want that. So, they're now quite... they're in a bad way. Now, we actually have both of our ships. They both can move fairly high. We'll just move the Varian down a bit lower. We're probably going to need both of these down fairly low, actually. So I'll move that one down to there. And then Captain Jacob's bomber can then just come back down into this side. Now, we don't know exactly what sort of weaponry we're likely to see from this particular location. We do actually have rockets and things. I don't know if they can go straight up. Well, this one's going to have to be the one that moves around. So I'll just move this one back a little bit. Now we'll get started. And I'm just going to use this one here initially. Now they're going to start to shoot their rockets. I think that they're rockets. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they've got rockets there and trebuchets there. So we're going to be wanting to get above this and then start to drop the bombs. So let's just go and we'll start moving in. Just move up to start with. There they go. As long as we keep on moving, we should be okay. moving pretty quickly here, which is awesome. I don't know what their range or what their field of fire actually is. So let's now move down, get the accuracy, and I think we'll flip it around so we can sort of sit on the back end of this. I don't think they've got any rockets on the back. Let's just see what happens down as we come back down in here. Just go back to quarter speed again. Oh, they can go straight up. Okay, no, they've got rockets everywhere. Here come all the bombs. And then we'll just start to move up and down accordingly. If we just move right down, they've got these as well. Okay, we have to be careful. In that case, we better start to move up, just to sort of throw them off off what they're doing. So we'll just go back to movement, and we'll now move back up again. Okay, this is good. So the bombs are doing a good job here. I'm going to wait for them to launch the next, and then we'll go back down again. Okay, we're running out of ammo. All right, here we go again. Actually, the ammo's still got 74. We've still got a fair bit of it. Yeah, these suspendium chambers are blowing apart. Come on, just do your job. Get these bombs in there. Certainly blasting this thing apart with everything, which is good. So we're causing a lot of damage. Let's move back up again. Oh, damn it. Okay. Right, so that one's down. They may still keep on dropping the bombs. No, we're in trouble there. So it's such an awesome game. Okay, time to bring this one across. Yeah, what abilities do we actually have in here? I didn't even look at these. Last stand, increase the fire rate and delayed damage take effects. So too late for that, I think. And burst of speed, too late for that as well. Supercharged suspendium, so temporary double lift. We need to get him into a suspendium ship. We should win this ultimately. Don't think we can do anything else there. I think we're pretty screwed at this point, but there we go. Actually, with the victory, we did get there. The Banshee was destroyed. We'll just click on OK. And so we have a fair few things that are going to happen here. I'll just click on victory and then just pause straight away. So attracted by territory gain, Commander Batelli is available for recruitment. And Captain Jacob has been injured and needs 5 months to recover. So with that attack, he did very, very well. We did now get Atabury, but at the cost essentially of him being unavailable for a fair few months. So who have we got in here? This is Captain Batelli. He's cheap. Okay, so he has high pride. Okay, instantly move the ship to the far side of the enemy. That would be something worth doing. this is something I put. I think I might put him in charge of another of the bombers. So if we click on OK and have a look in through the side, so we actually have a look at Atabury. We only have the only ship that's left now is the Catastrophe. So our flagship. Okay, so you've just conquered Atabury. Now you choose to take it over. So the way that we do this, we've got a bit of a choice between gentle takeover, which is the way I like to do it. It just means you can then make use of it. You know, it becomes a core part of your town. A brutal takeover, where you take over quickly, but then you end up with a lot more unrest and a lot of lingering problems for a long period of time, or you can pillage it. Now I'm just going to do a gentle takeover here. I do want this one a lot. No governor has been assigned. I don't think I've got anyone that can be assigned to this one, so we'll just leave this one here. So we'll just cancel that. So Atabury was the capital, which is fantastic. Now, we don't know what Marshvale. We didn't actually have a quick look. We didn't actually look in there to see what was actually there. Now this ship is actually fine. So we've actually now got this ship's doing very, very well. So Atabury, now if we have a bit of a look again at what's going on here, this has now got essentially damage protection. So let's go and work on that to start with. In fact, we can't do it until the takeover is complete. I can bring down the deplorable down into here. Doesn't have enough supply just yet. Now it does. Okay, let's now bring it down. Now they will eventually be able to take over Z-Bar and start to sort of do things from there. What we'll do is we'll start to now move, again I would like, that's our supply ship. I'll just leave the supply ship back at Dasburg. We'll go and build, actually we can't build another bomber just yet. So I'll try to take in the Catastrophe into Marshvale and take over that location. What have we got? Oh, it's another one of these. I don't think we can do it. So I think we'll run. I don't think we can do that with this particular ship. That's a defeat, and we'll just move it back to Atabury, I think. I think ultimately that'll be where we want to go. So your spy in Z-Bar has a good chance of succeeding in an operation of bribe the governor. So if we have a look at Z-Bar, we do actually have our spy. It's getting stronger and stronger, the actual spy that's there. If we have a look at Z-Bar and through this side, so we've got, it's lightly pillaged. If we view the city, we can then sort of have a look at the bribing the governor. Bribe the governor of the city so that you can, so that they will assist future spy actions. On failure, to lose 4 spy network levels. Success chance base 40%. Unrest, yeah, it doesn't really sort of do much in through here. I don't think I'll bother with it, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think we'll need it because we'll be taking this one over fairly soon. Now we do have another spy that I can bring in. Now there was another one that we were concerned about, wasn't there? This sort of evil empire over here. Let's send a second spy across into there. All right, well, we're out of time again, guys. We're out of time. After the gentle takeover, we can then sort of put this place back together again. I think everything else is now sort of just working away. So our supply ship will then fill up with supplies, and we'll then be able to use that to sort of then move things around. But that's their main shipbuilding, so they're not going to be able to do shipbuilding easily. It would be great to go down and grab this, but I need a bomber to do that. So we can actually go now back into Dasburg and build ourselves a bomber again. So this will be the, well, we've already had the Banshee. We'll call this on the Basilisk. And I will actually put the new captain in charge of that particular ship. Okay, we have a scientist defector. A researcher from Drassel wants to join your empire, bringing insights into their technologies. They will be displeased if you accept him. I think we'll allow him to join. I'm liking our strength at this stage. I think we're doing fairly well. So we now have a, I don't know if that's an actual leader as such. No, it's not a leader. It's just a an action that sort of took place. We don't want that. Ichabod, the governor of Zibar, has low loyalty. Yep, it can be bribed. Yeah, we don't need that either. Anyway, guys, I will actually leave it there. So he's now injured and needs 5... has been injured. Yeah, we know that one. Scientists join. So scientists who defect from Draussil shares a wealth of knowledge. So we end up with a research boosted. We have plus 30% articulated machinery and plus 30% in metallurgy. Now we still need to get our reinforced hulls, but this is actually all good stuff. Anyway, I will leave it here, guys. I keep on sort of just wanting to keep on playing and playing. And I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.